Hello. So I was born with a speech impediment. It is much better now as I've grown older, but I do have to speak a little slowly so it doesn't come out as bad. Just fair warning. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. But so the basics of Reddit are it started in 2005, and that's all you need to know about how it started. But it did start as with a slogan, the front page of the internet. And that right there is pretty important because it can sure feel like the front page of the entire internet. There are hundreds of thousands of users on Reddit. Whether they actually post anything or not, it's irrelevant because a lot of people do see things. To start this off, I'm actually going to log out of my profile so you can see what a user who is have not signed in can see. This looks like the old version of Reddit, which is actually kind of better than what it used to be. And so the basics of Reddit as a social media component of the internet, you have upvotes and you have downvotes, and is our news, our Black people Twitter, our GIFs, our all of that R, anything that starts with an R, is a specific subreddit devoted to a topic on its own. And this is where you're going to need to, if you so choose to use Reddit as your social media component, be mindful of which subreddit you're posting to because they do not like, users do not like when you post in the wrong place. They'll forgive you if you ask for forgiveness, but things can get kind of ugly pretty fast if you do the wrong thing. I'll get more to that pretty soon. But you can post pretty much anything you want: GIFs, videos, pictures, articles, even text-based post, which I'll log back into my profile to show you one of those because I'm an author, as you guys know, so I do post some of my writing here. I'm not just doing this to hawk off my writing on you guys. I'm just showing you what it looks like to have a text-based post. All right, let's see here. Wi-Fi is pretty bad. So this, for example, is one of the posts I have. Um, it's a sequel to Edgar Allan Poe's original story, Cask of Amontillado. And this is kind of the format of a written text post if you so choose. And then below all this is the comment section. And here, people have upvoted me, and then I can upvote them back, and I can comment on them, which is actually advised because it does give you a nice little boost into whatever you may be doing. Just a little more personable, which is one reason I do use my name as my profile username. That's what it is, a username. There's the word. And going from there, oh, Still in there. Okay. Here we go. Front page of the internet again. Now, if you want to get to a specific subreddit, say, Daniel, you might want to, for the old couple in their really amazing home, we have a subreddit called Room Porn, which just because it has porn at the end of the name does not mean it's actually porn. It's safe for work, for network. But so that's an image of Iran. It's pretty cool. But so Daniel, what you would do if you so choose to use Reddit, go through and one, look at all the submission rules because you really do not want to break them at all. Mods are pretty hostile about people breaking the rules. Although you are a Reddit user, so you already kind of know that. But Joel, for Farm Cafe, our sustainability would actually be a pretty good place to look. And for a new user, especially if you're about to submit something, the first thing I would do is go to the top, then go down here to all time, and look at what actually gains the most traction on Reddit. Which yeah, they would like something like Farm Cafe. It's all about sustainability and environment. And down here again are the rules, but the related subreddits are definitely where you can get a lot more traction because some of them are much larger, like our environment or our green or our recycling even. It's all about the logistics of food and whatnot. And the thing to note is if you're going to post, titles can be short or they can be long, but if they're going to be short, make it very don't hide anything from the user that's about to click on what you're doing, and otherwise they're not going to have any interest. I mean, that no more plastic straws for McDonald's. That's a quick, concise, has everything you need to know. And then this is long because there's a lot to go into it. Scott Pruitt, I don't know who he is, but it's just an example. And that's just one other way to advertise yourself on subreddits. I did not mean to come here as early as I have, but if you are going to be posting an image or a GIF, this is Imgur, and what you want to do is create an account and then upload the photo or GIF or whatever it is from your computer, and then post them to Reddit. So I posted a picture of my cat, and then submitted it to Reddit under my profile as the Imgur link, and it came up. And that's one of the ways to get higher views. They don't like going to an entire another website to look up what you've got. And that's pretty much it. I mean, it's good for companies, but as long as you're a small company, don't try to obviously sell something on your own. Talk about a concept initially, and then talk about your product in the comment section. so it doesn't seem like you're just selling yourself or your product, but you're selling the idea of sustainability. You're selling the idea of a beautiful wedding location and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I'll post more advice like right now after I submit it to the discussion thread, so this video doesn't become too cumbersome. Have a good weekend.